before you go into marriage, you should have non-negotiables. One of the non-negotiable you must have is that you should be careful about anyone who would abuse you physically, emotionally, or verbally, because sometimes we tend to think that abuse only comes when it is physical. No, there's such a thing such as verbal abuse, and it is real. It is something that can even damage your self-esteem without being able to explain to people what you're going through, because they'll be like, oh, did he even beat you, did he touch you? But you cannot totally express the fact that this person is abusive to you, and it is a verbal kind of abuse. So you should understand that abuse is not just physical abuse. There can be something called verbal abuse. There can be something such as emotional abuse. And you should be careful enough to know that before you go into marriage with anybody, that person will not abuse you in any form or any way. Because for anyone who is being abused, at the end of the day, their self-worth, their self-esteem is damaged. You begin to think, am I just not worth it? You begin to think, am I just not enough? You begin to think, or is it that life is just unfair to me? And all of it starts if you are able to, at the beginning, see through the person's eyes and know that, oh, this person will be an abusive person. And it starts from the little things. For instance, there is someone that I know, he did not abuse her throughout when they were dating, but he beat somebody close to them. And she felt like, oh, really, it doesn't matter. He didn't beat me and he might not beat me. But at the end of the day, after getting into marriage, he started to beat her too. He transfers his aggression onto her. And then she became the punching bag. So she would have seen all of these things if she had been able to identify from the beginning that if he could beat somebody else, he didn't beat a baby, he didn't beat a child, he beat an adult. But she felt, oh, he didn't beat me, oh, he didn't abuse me verbally. I don't think there was any red flag there. There was a red flag. The red flag was the fact that he beat somebody who is old enough, and she should have seen through that act that at the end of the day, she would also be a punching bag. So one non-negotiable, or a very important non-negotiable, is the fact that check the person out. Be sure that this person will not abuse you come what may.